Hi everyone. In previous class we have seen in economics that the British colonial rule before the independence, and in this class we are going to see about the 4 decades from 1950 to 1990. So mainly the Indian economy which have transformed from 1950 to 1990 is mainly due to the economic planning and industrial policies brought by the government. So in this class we are going to see about the Indian economic planning. So the main architect of Indian economic planning was PC Mahalanobis. So he was the founder of Indian Statistical Institute in Calcutta, and he was the founder of the journal Sanakya. Okay, as we know that the fire plan India which was implemented was due to the inspiration from Russia. So Russia is the first nation to implement the fire plan in a national level successfully. The main aim of the fire plan was to increasing the output and for making robust growth in production and reducing inequalities in income and wealth and providing opportunities for people to make them richer. Okay, now what are the goals of the fire plan? The goals of the fire plan are growth, modernization, self-reliance and equity. So we know that the growth means the country's capacity to increase the production of goods and services. Okay, what is meant by modernization? To increase the production of goods and services, we will be adopting new technologies. Okay, for example, to increase the output in agriculture, so we implemented new technologies like adoption of high yield variety seeds, pesticides, fertilizers, including tractors. So these are the goods we have been taken for modernization in agriculture. So likewise, self-reliance. So self-reliance means Tacharb. So recently Prime Minister Modi have been speaking about the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. So which means also self-reliance. Okay, so to increase our economic growth we need resource. This resource should be our own resource. Okay, this means which means using our own resource for our economic growth is self-reliance, not by using our own resource, not by depending outside countries. Okay, last one, equity. So equity is providing the benefit of economic growth to the poor section of the society also. So the goals of the fire plans are growth, modernization, self-reliance and equity. Okay, now we move on towards the fire plans. Okay, first the planning commission was established in the year March 1950. Okay, first fire plan duration was from 1951 to 1956. So the first fire plan was a process of development which raises living standards and open out new opportunities for the people to become rich and providing them to live a varied life. Okay, then the second point was importance was given to agriculture. At that time around 70% of the people depends upon agriculture around the year 1950. So the main importance was given to agriculture and improving the irrigation facilities, but the government have spent around 45% of the money in industries. This was a backdrop for the agriculture. Okay, as Jawaharlal Nehru said that industries are the temples of modern India. So take a note that industries are the temples of modern India was said by Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay. The first fire plan was planned by Harald Domer. Okay. Then we move on towards the second fire plan. The second fire plan was mainly gave importance to the basic and heavy industries. And the second point was to make India as a democratic socialism. So democratic socialism means ஜனநாயக சமுதாயத்தை உருவாக்க வேண்டும் என்பது செகண்ட் ஃபயர் பிளானுடைய நோக்கம் நம்ம சொல்லலாம். This second fire plan was planned by P.C. Mahalanobis. Okay. Then we move on towards the third fire plan from 1961 to 1966. The plan of uncertainty. So we say that because due to two wars occurred at that plan. We had war with China in 1962 and war with Pakistan in 1965 to 66. In the third fire plan, the main aim was to create a self-reliant and self-generating economy, but the fund have been diversed and invested in and it was allocated to war purposes. So we could not achieve that aim. Okay. Then after the third fire plan holiday was implemented from 1966 to 1969 due to the lack of funds in the government exchequer. Okay. Next we move on towards the fourth fire plan. The fourth fire plan was planned by Gadgil. So it gave main importance to growth with stability and a progressive achievement of self-reliance. Okay. This word self-reliance was very important in the first 7 fire plans. Next we move on towards the fifth fire plan from 1974 to 1979. Aim was growth with social justice, reducing the poverty, attainment of self-reliance. So India became self-reliance in the year 1977 due to the introduction of Green Revolution by M.S. Swaminathan in 1966. In the beginning, they introduced wheat high yield variety seeds. Then later they introduced the rice. In India, we are producing more rice than the wheat level. Okay. Then we move on towards the sixth fire plan from 1980 to 85. At that time, the central government gave a slogan, Garibi Hatao. So Garibi Hatao means Varmaye Ode, which is an important point. Take note of that. Then second point was direct attack on poverty by expanding the economy. Expanding the economy means opening of the economy, allowing for export and import at that time. Okay. Next we move on towards the seventh fire plan from 1985 to 1990. The main aim of the seventh fire plan was to increase the production in general, mainly agriculture production, employment generation and industrial goods production. Okay. In the seventh fire plan, there was very low amount of funds in the exchequer. We are at a high level of debt. So we need to move on toward economic reforms in the year 1991. And this will be we will be seeing in further classes. Thank you.